Sorry, I think it's like 2:05 and I said 2. You guys, you won't believe all the stuff that goes into getting ready for a live. I've been working on it since 8 a.m. this morning. Is a lot. Oh, hi. Oh, we talked about this last time. Hey, Amy. Isaida. We talked about this last time and I've already forgotten. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Hey, Katie. Oh, thank you. I did put, I'm so excited about this live. I put a little bit of effort in. I did my eyes and I did some waves and I put on a nice top. There you go. So that's my, that's my getting ready moment for the live. Isaida. Thank you. Oh, I love that. Hey, Brenna. Hey, Tabitha. Oh my gosh. I have a feeling we're getting a lot of people watch this because this is a really exciting live. So exciting. I've been, wow, that sounded kind of almost growly. I've been working on getting ready for this. Hey, Jody. Hey, Leah. Hey, Maggie. I've been working on this, like I said, since early this morning. Actually, really yesterday. When I got the email from Jasmine yesterday, I was like, I'm doing this. And I was thinking, okay, let me get you in on the, next weekend. And then I'm thinking, well, when's the next? Oh, it's now. So, yeah. So, oh my gosh. No, you're not late. I'm late. I'm 5 minutes late. So it is what it is. Like I said, I do the best that I can do. Okay. All right. Sorry. My nose is all running. Okay. Anyways. Okay. So, hey, Kat. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Lauren. Oh my gosh. It's so exciting to see everyone. Hey, Sarah. Oh my goodness. And from the UK. Thank you. Yes. Tell me where you're from. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's nice because I didn't look too good about 20 minutes ago. So, it's been taking care of puppies and getting ready. Hey, Stephanie Joy Hudson. Yay. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Ramona. I feel like I could just say all the names. Hi. Thanks for coming. This is so exciting. Oh, I got so much to talk about. Okay. Let me tell you what's going to happen in this live. And then, and I'm trying to keep it, less than an hour. That's the goal. But, I have some availability in my, I'm getting messages from people giving me tips on how to do a live. You know what? It is what it is. Let's see here. So I'm going to try to be less than an hour because I know you guys don't have all day to be on here with me. But at the same time, I have time. So I'm going to hit the things that I'm trying to do. And then, at the end, I'll talk about all the things happening in the group world. It's a lot. There's just, and some things I can say and some things I can't say yet. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you what I can. But it's exciting. Oh, from the pits of hell, Mississippi. Oh, that's so funny. I have family from Mississippi, from Independence, Mississippi. It's on the border of Tennessee, about 45 minutes from, Memphis. My, great uncle worked with Elvis Presley. As before he was famous, in a mechanic shop. They worked on cars together. How cool is that? Okay, anyways. Yay, hanging out with me. I wish I had a mimosa this time. Normally I have sangrias and mimosas with me, but I just didn't have time. So I was like, okay, there's so many prizes we're giving away. There's so many giveaways happening. Okay, so first off, let me introduce you to Katie Conquest. Who I think is coming late. You guys know her. She's a mod in the group. She's amazing. And Amy Reynolds. She is also, show the puppies. They're all downstairs. If I can, I will, but I'd have to take you with me, through my messy house. So, anyways, Amy Reynolds, she's a mod in the group too. I know I have water. That's the best that I have right now. But this is a cool cup, Tervis. This is all I drink out of, by the way. I'm a big Tervis fan. I don't know if you guys like Tervis, but they're great. Plug for Tervis. Anyways, okay, so Amy is going to help with this too as well. So the people you want to kiss up to in this live is Amy Reynolds and Katie Conquest. They're picking winners, okay? So what's going to happen? Oh, hey, Sandy. Oh, my goodness. That's so exciting. Okay, so what's going to happen? Oh, Katie's just a little bit I think... Amy, did she say she almost set her house on fire or something? Did I see a message pop up while I was getting ready? I swear I said her, she was like, I'm going to be late. My house is almost on fire. So hopefully she's okay. Because that would be terrible. You'll have to let me know. I'm looking at all the comments. Oh my gosh. Hey, Zoe, Tabitha, Chelsea. Oh my gosh. It's just so exciting. Okay, all right. So Amy and Katie are gonna be the ones that are gonna help pick the winner. So we got a lot of things going on. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is, and I'm splitting this video into 2 videos because you guys remember last time I went an hour and a half. I was like, this is insane. Like it needs to, we need to like, you know, do series, you know, like part 1 and part 2. So we're going to do the first video now. And then the second video is going to be, in a week. And there's a reason why for that. And I'll explain all that. And there'll be prizes in that one too. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the featured author of the month. That's the first bit, which is Jasmine Mass. By the way, I don't know how to say her last name. I actually just, scooped, like I did a perusal on TikTok and nobody says her last name. A lot of people do videos with like just music and they don't actually say anything. So I don't, and she doesn't do videos, but she says her last name. So is it Mass? Is it Moss? Are we talking, you know, I don't know. It's M-A-S. I'm thinking Mass. What do you guys think? Is that how you say her last name? Oh my gosh, the comments are great. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. It's going to be fantastic. Okay. All right. So, Jasmine Mass is the featured author. So I'm going to talk about her in Psycho Shifters. And then from this live, so Jasmine's donating. Okay, Rebecca, let me just, we're going to streamline and go through like an agenda. This is the agenda. I need to put up like on TikTok when people do the like, you know, I need to be like agenda, you know, first of the hour, agenda second of the hour, you know, like get up my list of agendas. Okay, someone's saying Mass with lots of S's for some reason. I haven't quite figured that out. I'm just thinking, is it like Moss? Like, is it like like Moss? You know, she's American, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's Mass. So anyways, oh, Amy, hi. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about the featured author of the month, and I'm going to talk all about Psycho Shifters and why I love it so much. And if you haven't read it, and why you should read it, because it's amazing. Okay. We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about the 11-100. Okay. And this time it's different. Because this time I actually got, even though I started it this morning at 8 a.m. contacting, you guys wouldn't believe it, I did a chat and I'm like, oh my, I'm already getting off course. All right, I'll tell you when we get there. 11-100, we're gonna do that giveaway. So we're doing the featured author of the month, 11-100, and then we're gonna do the thank you ma'am. All right, so those are the 3. Then I have a big announcement for next week, okay? So we're not giving away all the signed paperbacks on this video right now. You can get a signed paperback from Jasmine Mass, Psycho Shifters. I know, squirrel. And also when all the comments are coming, it's really hard, you know, to stay on track because you're just like, you know. But anyway, so next weekend, we will give away a signed paperback for Psycho Shifters. So we're going to give away 2 on this. We're going to give away 1 for sure on this live. The second one, I haven't decided. I'll decide as I'm talking. So the first one's going to go to, based off the post I just did earlier today. The second one is going to go to based off comments on this. Okay, so it's key that you stay involved in the chats with comments. And they need to be comments like, I mean, you can say hi, Rebecca, and all that stuff. And like, I have pretty hair. Okay, cool, bonus points. But really, it's like, what do you love about the group? And what do you love about Jasmine Mass and her books, right? That's like the big thing. And Amy and Katie are watching all of these comments. Okay, so the comments are going towards the prizes. So I don't know if we'll pick a prize today from the comments and say it now on the video, like at the end of the video, or if we'll stop the live and then we'll go and read the comments. It just depends on the kinds of comments that are coming in and how Katie and Amy feel about it. If Katie and Amy feel like there's a strong winner for the signed paperback based off the comments today on this video, then we'll do it, okay? If they're not entirely sure and we want time to go back and look at all the comments to try to be fair, well, either way it's fair, but you know, more time, then we'll do that. And then I'll announce the winner on the next live, okay? The third paperback is going to go to a content creator outside of this platform. And you have a week to get content out there on the platforms and then tag me for FanGrrrl Romance Rex. I'm going to talk a lot more about it in a little bit. And that's who's going to get the signed paperback, which will be announced a week from now. Okay, so, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. There's just so many. It's so great. All right. So that's kind of that's our roadmap. Okay. So then I'm just going to start following it. I also have announcements to talk about with what's going on with the group and the new group. So it's just a lot happening right now. And then obviously I'm here to, do I have a favorite book from yes, Sarah Robinson. I do have a favorite book. I absolutely love Erin's story. So, I would say books 4 and 5, book 4. Book 5 is really, really good too. I just did that. I just finished that like a couple weeks ago. But we'll talk about it. We'll get into that. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Okay. So questions? No, no questions right now. I'm going to get going. Okay. So, and then, like I said, and then we'll do the announcements. Also like and heart and do all that fun stuff too, cause that helps, get it out on Facebook. You know, when you watch Stephanie Hudson lives in her group, she has tons of hearts and things going on because people are like trying to get it, because it's like the algorithm, right? They're like, oh, look, now tons of people are doing it. Yay. Thank you. Cause it gets it out there, you know, and then more people see on their feed and they're like, oh, Rebecca's going live. And then they jump in and it's just a really good thing. Okay. Erin's story is my favorite too. I love it. I love a Mulan story. You know, I love the whole like girl dressed up as a guy and oh my gosh, you guys are great. I've seen all the hearts now. This is amazing. Okay. All right. You love the new group so much. Me too. All right. We're going to get into like, imagine if Jasmine Mass is watching this right now. She's like, who is this Rebecca girl? And why does she keep talking? What is going on here? Okay. All right. So let's get into it. All right. So we have changed the very first, we used to call them contests. Now let me address that. We don't call them contests anymore, because it really isn't a contest. When I first started this group 2 years ago, and I only had a couple hundred people, right? I had 15 people. And then like within a couple days, I got a few hundred more because Stephanie Hudson let me post in her group. Someone dropped it in Amelia Hutchins' group. So, okay. Sorry, I was just getting a message. I was like, oh my gosh, someone apparently, okay, never mind. I can't talk. Oh my gosh, drama. Okay, already drama's happening. There's drama in the world of books. Can you imagine? All right, anyways, so basically, I'm sorry, you guys, it's just like, okay, messages after message after, okay, what is going on? Someone got removed. You guys behave yourselves so you don't get removed. That's not good. We don't want to remove people. Okay. All right. So, basically what I was saying is that when I first started the group, I wanted to reward the members for being active, you know, and just say, hey, thanks, you know, thanks for being active. So I came up with the top 10 most active member contest. And back then, you know, when I only had a couple hundred people in the group, you know, it made sense to do the top 10, right? Now with 43,000 people, I think it's actually 42.7 thousand people in the group. It doesn't really make sense to do the top 10 anymore. It's really hard to get into the top 10, right? I mean, you've got 42,000 people. And so that's when we decided, we still want to reward people that are like super active, but we want to give other people an opportunity, right? Because like, you know, this is a hobby for all of us, you know, like you have a job, you have kids, you have fur babies, you know, as much as you want to be on here because you love the group, maybe you can't be on here as much as you want. And so it's really not fair that you don't get rewarded too. So that's why we're changing this. So it's not really a contest anymore. It's a giveaway. Okay. It's a giveaway just saying, hey, thanks, you know, thanks for coming to the lives. Thanks for talking about us outside of Facebook and telling people, hey, there's this cool Facebook group you should join. You know, thanks for being an active member. We increased the top 10 to the top 20. So thanks for that. And then also for the thank you, ma'am, right? Like that, I'm gonna do that at the end too. These standout people that might not make the top 10, maybe can't make the live, you know, but they're still like really good members in the group. We would just want to say, hey, thank you to you too. So all of these they're just giveaways. They're not contests. I don't want people to feel they're in competition with one another because you have just as much chance of winning something if you're not super active, as long as you're present in some other way, right? I mean, you could still be really active and not make the top 20. You know what I mean? I mean, there's tons of, look at all the badges, like, you know, top how do you say that? Contributor. Sorry, I have a speech impediment, so that kind of comes out sometimes. Contributor, you know. Okay. Anyways, so it's no longer the top 10 most active members. It's the featured author of the month. And then with that featured author of the month, what we do for them is I talk about them on the live. So it's got to be a book that I'm really into and someone that I really love. I have wanted to ask Jasmine to be this person for a very long time. I've just been really nervous to reach out and ask her because I am a ginormous Psycho Shifters fan. Huge Psycho Shifters fan. I love it so much. And I just was really nervous. And, but she was great. You know, she replied back and she said, hey, here's my email me and let's get this done. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So she offered to do 3 signed paperbacks and 7 ebooks. So what we're gonna do is from the post, or I was having a really hard time figuring out who to give the signed paperback to out of the top 20. I did a lot of research. I've been looking at this stuff all day long. I've been talking to the mods all day long. And it's just been really hard to figure out the right person to give this prize to because it is such an amazing prize. And we wanna make sure, because so many people want it, we want to make sure that whoever gets it is going to be like super grateful. So I did that post a few hours ago, just saying, hey, tell me how much what you love. I've read all the comments. I've commented, I've hearted it back to let you know I've read it. So I've seen it and I have made a decision. I'm not gonna tell you right now though. Instead, I'm gonna talk to you about Psycho Shifters. Okay, so Psycho Shifters. Why do I love this series so much? It's a why choose, okay? And I'm not going to go into that big spiel because for you guys who have watched several of these now, you've heard me talk about it many times. I even have done a TikTok video on it and I've posted it in the group. But long story short, I didn't used to be a, you guys, the comments is so great. Keep it coming. I'll try to like respond when I can. It's just I get, it is squirrel. Yeah, Jasmine Maston's in the group. She's been in the group this for a long time. She is not a huge Facebook person. She doesn't even have her own Facebook group. I keep waiting to see so I can join it. She's big on flip-flop, really big on flip-flop. We start saying different words for these other things because, you know, the platforms don't like you talking about other platforms. So she's really big on flip-flop. And she's also on that thing that rhymes with Vista. I don't know if that's too close of a word. You know, so she's really, really present over there. Huge. She's got tons of followers over there. Anyway, so she's not as much on Facebook, but she is in the group and she has been for a while. And when I message her and tell her I've tagged something, she does eventually go and see it. But you know, she's busy. She's like, I think she just finished her law degree. This was her first series of books she's ever written. She was going to law school while writing. I mean, it's just like, it's insane, you know? So anyways, so Psycho Shifters, I picked it. First of all, I think the covers are really cool. I'm really into unique covers these days. I don't know about you guys. I'm tired of seeing the same stuff all the time. And I'm actually writing my own book now, and I'm trying to figure out like something that's going to stand out like Psycho Shifters stands out. And, you know, that really got my attention. I think they're really cool covers. And so I didn't used to be an RH fan. That's what my whole spiel was I was going to say before. And now I am. I'm a huge RH fan, okay? And that was because thanks to Cupidity by Raven Kennedy, it converted me. It changed my life. And now I love them, okay? I don't love all of them. I wouldn't say I love all of them, but I like a slow burn. Why choose? I guess I should say why choose. That's the word. Or it's, you know, nobody really gets offended if you say why choose. But if you say RH, you know, people, there's a whole thing about it on TikTok, you know, so I'm like, okay, let me try to stay away from that word. Okay, so I really love Psycho Shifters because Sadie has, Sadie, she's so great. So it's about, I'm not gonna give you any spoilers, but it's about Sadie and her sister, and it is in a different kind of world. It's not in our world. Like there's different like realms, or I don't know if it's the right word, realms, but maybe. Yeah, because there's a portal to a realm. There's a whole bunch of different realms. There's like the Shifter realm, there's a Fae realm. We're in the Shifter realm, and you know, and she's really like scrawny, Sadie is, and kind of weak, and she's got a younger sister that she takes care of, and Sadie kind of has a sad story. You know, she was beaten, you know, and she has scars on her, you know, so she's had it, and that all happens before the story starts. So we get this character who, you know, and I love these kind of like underdog characters where it's a world of alphas and betas, but it's not Omegaverse. It's called FanGrrrl Shifterverse. There is some Omegaverse things in it, like there's knots, but it's not heavy in it. I think the word slick was used once at one point, so it's not really heavy into that. So it's not really a full blown out Omegaverse, which is probably why it's called FanGrrrl Shifterverse. Okay, so it has those vibes, but it's not like totally into it. But the alphas are on top. You know, they're the hot shots, and you know, and she starts off being, you know, this weak with all these scars and stuff, and she gets thrown into this world where there's some really hot alpha guys, and it's enemies to lovers. Okay, love enemies to lovers. I love it so much. And, you know, because there's all that angst and tension, and you know they're going to end up together, but how are they going to get there? And there's M on M, and there's a really, like, you know, I don't have a huge background of reading M on M. I did nothing wrong with it. It's just, I just don't have a huge background on reading it. And the M on M scene in the first book is, you know, it's. Yeah, guys are hot. You guys comment about the M on MC. Yeah, I was I was like, oh dang. Okay, moving on. But it was smoking, you know, and you know, it's just she does this thing that's really cool with all of her books, because the first 3 books is Sadie and her guys, and then the next 3, I'm assuming it's gonna be 3 books, is a different, it's a spin-off, a different character and her guys. But what she does is with the enemies to lovers, there's always 2 guys in the 3 that are in a relationship. And she makes it where the 2 guys, and these are big alpha guys, they're threatened by her, coming in and messing the dynamics that they already have. And so there's all that, like, there's just a lot of tension, and, like I said, the enemies to lovers angst, you know, it's really well done. And then she's always does this thing, like there's this thing that the FMC is hiding. And you think, what's going to happen when the guys find out? Like so you're reading it, you're just thinking, okay, she's got scars, right? She's got all these scars, and she wears these shirts to cover herself up, and they make fun of her about always keeping herself covered. And, they think that she thinks that she's too beautiful to show herself, that she's, you know, they make fun of her for doing it for several different reasons. And none of them are true. And it's really just because she doesn't want to show she feels like it'd be a weakness. Like if they knew about her scars, they saw that they would think that she was weak. And so she keeps herself covered, not necessarily because she's ashamed of her body, but she doesn't want them to think that she's weak. And at least that's how I interpreted it. And so then you're like, what's going to happen when they see the scars? And then they realize that, you know, she's been hiding it this whole time, and that she's so tough and she's so strong, and like, it gets me going. It's so good. I love it so much. It's so good. So, and then the end of each book has like a big like mic drop moment. She's really good with like the big twists. You know, you're just like, I didn't see that coming. That's amazing. And the spin-off, like I love the first 3 books so much. I did not expect to love the spin-off nearly as much. And I liked the character for the spin-off. It wasn't like I didn't like the character, but I liked the character, but I thought there's just no way you're going to beat the story, you know, like you're not gonna beat it. It's that good. And she did. For me, book 4 and 5 are even better. Erin's story is even better. It's amazing. So yeah, so I'm like you guys, I'm a diehard fan. I could talk for 30 more minutes about these books. I know I don't have the time to do it, but I could do it. Like it's that, and I'm really blown away. I am blown away that she's never written before. I don't know how that's possible. I really don't know. And she's obviously extremely intelligent. You know, she's got her law degree. Like, I don't know how she did. Oh, and it's really cool with fantasy too. I didn't even say that. It's because of the realms, like the story. So I actually saw a TikTok right before this. I was blown away by it. It really made me like, I was like, what is this person talking about? I saw a TikTok right before this where someone was reviewing it poorly. Poorly? What? Because they were upset that the main overarching plot line wasn't concluded in the third book. I think we need to have a moment of silence for that. Like, it's a book series. you take the overarching plot line through the books. If you ended it at the end of the third person, the third book, I mean, yeah, you can do that, and a lot of series do that, and then they have this spin-offs, but I just need a moment of silence. You guys feel me, right? So they were upset that it wasn't concluded at the end of the third book and have a fresh story for the new character. I mean, you can do it that way. Lots of people do it that way, but I think it's really freaking cool that the whole storyline continues into the next section of books. So, okay. You guys, and I never say anything negative. So I just I literally saw that before this and I was like, okay, all right. Okay. So, people always find something not to like. And that's why we're so positive in the group because, I actually took a comment. Okay. I'll get back on course in a second. I took a comment down the other day in the group and, it was a DNF comment. But that's, DNF comments are super common, right? They're all over other groups and stuff. But underneath the DNF comment, someone actually wrote, "Oh, I'm hesitating now to start this since you stopped it," to some stranger, And it was like, that's why we have the rules we have. It broke my heart. I was like, she's not going to try it because this one person just said that they stopped it because I just, I was like, no, it might be your favorite book ever, it's so, made me so sad, so I was just like, I actually took a screenshot of it and I dropped it in the mod chat and I said, and this is why we have our rules. Cause literally this person just said they're not going to read the book because someone just said that they stopped it, It's just like, it broke my heart. So anyways, oh, you saw it? You saw it, Stephanie? Yeah. And thank you, by the way, for any of you guys reporting to group admins. You don't know how much that means to us. People are really nervous about doing that. They think that they're being stitches or tattletales or we'll get annoyed. No, it is impossible with this many people. I don't know why people think that we see everything. They think we're God. They're like, I have people all the time that's like, well, that post has been up for 48 hours and you didn't have a problem with that post, but then you took my post down. And it's like, I didn't see that post that was up for 48 hours. This is a hobby. I haven't been paid a single cent. This is come on, give us some slack, we don't see everything in the group. We'd like to, but we don't. And I don't put on post approvals because I like people to be able to get immediate responses. I want to trust the members to do good posts and get immediate responses and get that what they're seeking, what they're looking for. I think it's great for group activity. And then I just hope and pray that somebody will, because you guys are in there all the time, that somebody will report it, oh my gosh, that's a problem. Let me report it now. And then and as soon as you guys report it, all of the mods' phones go off. It's there's a problem. Look at the group. So, I don't see it. People get really offended. I also had someone really upset at me about the last live that I didn't respond to their comment. They dropped 2 comments in the live and that I didn't reply to it in the live. And I was like, there's 700 comments. I'm not all knowing. Guys, sorry, I just can't understand it sometimes, y'all. Anyways, so yeah, it's good times. Anyway, so back to Jasmine Mass. Love her, love the books. I think books 4 and 5 is even better than 1, 2, and 3. It is going to be your cup of tea if you love enemies to lovers. If you like it when the guys are mean to the girl, they have a reason to be though, in their minds. And you just know that it's all, they're going to have to grovel, you know? They're like, when it all comes out, the truth, they're going to be like, and then they're going to want her so bad. And then they're going to burn the world down for her. This is your book. Like, this is your series. And I love it so much. So much. That before I read this series, I always said that Afterlife was my favorite series of all time by Stephanie Hudson. I say it, you guys know that about me. I love Afterlife. I love it so much. I love Lucius so much. Favorite MMC of all time. Love him. Okay. Now that I've read this series, I have tweaked what I say on posts. I say Afterlife is my favorite saga of all time. The Cruel Shift Reverse, Jasmine Mass, is my favorite series. That's how much I love it. Okay, that's some big words. That's how much I love it. So I love it. And also I learned some stuff too. Do you know what the difference is between a series and a saga? This is really cool. So a series is like beads on a necklace and you go in order. So like you have, like a lot of times with series, they have like 2 couples every book, and you have like the 2 couple and their story, and then the next couple and their story. It goes in a line, right? It's a beads on a necklace. A saga is everything kind of thrown in together, and it like breaks off into all different places. And a lot of times when the author is writing a saga, they just stumble upon a new character and they just start writing this other story. And like a good example of it is like what I was reading is Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has like, actually the fandom is actually kind of angry sometimes about Lord of the Rings because like these new characters are introduced and there's these little plot lines that never get tied. Like they never get finished because the author just kind of goes that way. And then it's like, oh, well, let me go back over here. So I thought it was a really cool definition of the two. I'm obviously researching it for my own book, and mine, I found out that mine's going to be a saga. So anyways, that's what I say now. Cruel Shift Reverse, Jasmine Mass, favorite series of all time. Afterlife, favorite saga. So, you know, maybe one day someone will knock it, you know, but it doesn't matter. I still love it. You know, I just love it so much. Really cool, right? That's good. Like, the more you know. I need the little rainbow, you know, the more you know. Okay. All right. So who's going to win this signed paperback? And then the 3 ebooks. So let me talk about the 3 ebooks. So I looked at the top 20. Okay. And so what we're going to do, goodness gracious, what did I say that we were going to do? Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to announce 3 people from the top 20 who's getting free ebooks for Psycho Shifters. So I'm going to do that now. Then, and poor Katie and Amy, I don't think I told you this, or maybe I did tell you this. I can't remember. I need 2 names from the comments to get a free ebook for Psycho Shifters. Okay. So we're going to give away 5 of the 7 today. 2 more are going to get given during the next live where I announce the winner for the content creator, and then probably some other group announcements that are happening. Okay. Like some stuff I can't talk about now, but I'm hoping in the next video I can. Okay. So Katie and Amy, I need from you 2 people to win the Jasmine Mass ebooks, and I'll tell them at the end of the later. So you guys are going to hate me for this, but but for the ebook winners, you don't have to be here at the end. The paperback winner though, you do. Okay. Because that's a big prize. And so we're going to announce who it is, and they're going to have backups. I think that's how we decided to do it. This is the first time we've done it like this. You have to like, you know, give me some slack. Like I'm figuring it out as I go. Okay. So, and I'm seeing lots of messages where Katie and Amy are talking. They're like, should we do this person or should we do that person? So they're on it. They're like, do, you know. Okay. All right. So, okay. So the 3 ebook winners of Psycho Shifters, okay, from the top 20 most active members. And I'm not going to go through and name what number everybody is because, you know, who was number 1 most active member, who was number 2. If you want to know who you are, you're welcome to message us and we'll tell you like where you were in the number. But it's not supposed to be a competition. It's, you know, it's just supposed to be saying, hey, thank you for being active. So, you know, I didn't go through and list all the numbers the last live because I wasn't trying to make everyone feel like they needed to compete against one another. You know, we're just all book besties living on books, you know. So, and I'm trying to give people lots of ways to win outside of being in the top 20, you know. So, okay, drum roll. I know. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. Keep me on it. Keep me on it, girl. Okay. All right. So, if we have, by the way, if we have authors we love, can we talk to them about doing giveaways to the group? Yes. And I will tell you, so I have a feeling this is going to go longer because we're already at 2:40. It's just going to happen. Sorry. But at the end, if you're still on and you have specific questions like that, I can tell you all of that stuff. Plus, I'm going to talk about the new group and what the new group is about and the handles and just everything. There's just so much stuff. So, yay, you're downloading book one now. Yes. I do love it so much. It is totally my cup of tea. And each of the books I think are really, really strong. Like a lot of times in a series, you get to like the second book and then, what you loved about the first is no longer in the second. That happens a lot for me. And I'm like, and it's still good, but I'm just not like page turning. She takes the formula from the first book and she applies it to each book. So the things that you loved in book one, she finds the way to put them in book two, but just different. And that's what I loved about it, man. It's just so good. And this team's great too. It's just so good. Okay. All right. 3 winners. Jasmine Mass, Psycho Shifters. It's really strange to do these when you just talk to yourself, by the way. It's like there's no one here. That's my books, by the way. That's my bookshelf. Everyone's like, show us your bookshelf. That's my bookshelf. I need a bookshelf. It's pathetic. Someone's like, oh, you didn't get the book for your own hoard. I never get sent signed books, not from the group. Never. That would be great. I'll get them from my Book Talk handle sometimes, but not from that. Okay. Anyways, moving on. All right, here we go. The first person who's going to win a ebook from Psycho Shifters from Jasmine Mass is Anna Miller. Yay, Anna! It is sad. I know it's sad. I need a bookshelf. It's terrible. My bookshelf I have in the hallway has like all my textbooks in it from college and like all my work stuff. And it's sad. I need a bookshelf. I need to get someone to come build me a bookshelf. My husband is a soccer coach. He cannot hold a drill. It's not him, so yeah. Okay, sad. All right, second person to win. Oh, hey, Michelle Harper. Okay, second person to win is, sorry, someone said it made me laugh. All right, moving on. The ebook from Psycho Shifters is Robin Hersman. Yay, Robin Hersman. And it's so nice to say names that we don't say all the time. Not that I don't love you guys. The guys that are in the top 10 that are on here all the time, Ben Lapona, Amanda Starr, Katie Freeman's now on it all the time. Those names, like we love you guys. Kat Gifford, it's just that y'all want a lot. And we're just trying to spread the love. You'll win again. We're just spreading the love. Okay, so both of those people have never won before. And then the third person, who has also never won before, that is getting a free ebook from Jasmine Mass, Psycho Shifters, is Jackie Landon. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, all right, so here's the question. Do I tell you who won the signed paperback right now? I think I don't do it. No, I will. Because we will probably give a signed paperback at the end. So that's like keeps you hooked, right? For the people who talked, right? That's what you have to do. I'm like the grocery store right now. You put the milk at the back of the grocery store and then you have to walk through the chip aisle and it's like, oh damn, I'm gonna grab some sour cream and onion Pringles. That's me right now. I put the milk at the back of the grocery store. So we will do the signed paperback at the end because I'm mean like that. I'm just mean. Oh, hey, Jamie. Oh, yay. Okay. All right. And Nicole, hi again. Okay. All right. So the person that's going to win the signed paperback. Okay. I need you to hear me out on this. All right. Here we go. When I started looking at who would win the signer paperback, oh, random question. Alexis, you guys are like, oh, she's squirreling right now. Like we were just getting into it now. Alexis says, random question. Are you a space nerd? Yes, I used to work on the space shuttle program at Kennedy Space Center. I wasn't a engineer. I was an analyst, a financial analyst. Yeah. So, one of those weirdos. Anyways, but yeah, we have rocket launches. Like I live right next, I mean, my house shakes, you know, like we had one in the middle of the night the other night. It goes boom. So it's crazy, the sonic boom. Anyways, I actually have a picture of me sitting in the space shuttle with like a bunny suit on. I should post that sometime. It's really cool. All right, anyways, moving on. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So this morning I started looking at who to give the signed paperback to. And so I started with the top 20 and I started looking through the top 20 and I started talking to the mods and I started researching the group. Well, who has posted about Psycho Shifters? Who has said that they love it? Because I wanted to go to someone who really, really loves it. And I was really struggling. A couple people said things like on the post that they were excited. So this is why it's good to post that what you love. Like it's good for me to know what country you're in, because that makes a difference. Sometimes authors won't send outside of their country. And it's good for me to know if you like RHs. You know, I don't want to give Psycho Shifters to someone who doesn't like an RH, you know. And it's good for me to know if you love the book. So if you've gone crazy and you've done a post and said, oh my gosh, it was amazing. You know, we see that and that we factor that in because we want someone to, if someone's going to get a signed paperback, it needs to be someone who's a diehard fan, you know. So anyways, so I went through all the 20 and I actually had a hard time finding like specific posts or comments. Now they may be there, but I had a hard time finding them. And the mods did too. And this is such a good prize. And I know several people on the mod team who really want the book. I want the book. I know a lot of the group members, like I've seen comments of people not in the top 20 the past couple days when I've announced it, saying how much they want it. And so that's why I decided to do the post to see, well, what just happens? Who's going to say what? And I could just read all those comments to see, you know, who really wants it, right? So I did. I went and I read through all the comments. And of course, I saw a bunch of comments that were great. And I'm like, well, shoot, who do I give it to? You know, this is like, it's so hard. You know, I almost went and got one of those random things on, you know, and just thrown numbers in a hat and had to tell me, you know, I almost did that. Then I started thinking that there is somebody, I'm gonna start crying. It's emotional for me. There is somebody that, so when you run a group, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to get all emotional. When you run a group this big, it brings a lot of joy, you know, and it is my baby, you know, it is my, I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's an amazing hobby. I love it. I love it. Love it. It's extremely time consuming and you don't realize how hard it is for us over here. I get some really nasty messages. I had someone recently message me on TikTok and threaten to get everyone she knows to report the group. I mean, it's terrible. Yeah, there's just some really, really terrible people out there. And anyway, so I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to cry. Oh my gosh, I hope Jasmine isn't watching this. You know, it's really hard. You know, it's really hard, and there's a lot of times that I get on phone calls with people who are in my corner and they just support me and they make me feel better and they say things like, you know, Rebecca, you can't help it. You know, if people are gonna go and make spy profiles or recruit people to get in the group and start reporting it and hurt us, and you know, like you know, there's nothing you can do about that. You know, I've had people call, you know, like my oh, I'm not gonna say that because it's too security issue, but there's just a lot. Okay. And anyways, so, and it's a lot of time. Like I haven't made a single penny. You know, I've spent a lot actually. I'm on the group. I pay $25 a month for StreamYard so I can interview authors. I don't ask any of the authors to pay me anything. You know, there's a lot of time away from my family. It's a lot. Now I love it. I don't want to make anyone feel bad for me. I love it. Okay. But it's a lot. And so I have people that are on, I have so many chats, it's ridiculous. I've got a focus group chat. I have a publicity chat to get the word out about the group, you know, with all the TikTok stuff we're doing. I have a moderator chat for this group. I have a moderator chat for Author's Corner. I have a moderator chat for the dark group that we just created. I have so many, and then I have a chat for my alpha stuff and the stuff I'm doing because I'm writing a book myself. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot. And anyway, so I started thinking about this prize, and there's one person in particular that has been there for me, has been my rock for a really long time. And she's a moderator. And we always say not to give prizes to the moderators because we want to reward the members. But I just think this is a special case. And this is someone who's, like I said, who's been there. She works hard in the group. She's there for me whenever I need her. She's helping me with the new group. I mean, she does so much. And I just love her so much. And so, Amy Reynolds, you're getting the book, girl. And by the way, there's other mods I feel this way about too. I just know Amy's a massive Psycho Shifters fan. And so, girl, you're getting it. And I love you. So, okay. I'm sorry. There goes my makeup, my pretty wings. Anyways, yeah, I'll tell you about, we have a new group. It's a dark group. It's amazing. It's really, really good. It's already like 1.3K, like 1.3 thousand. And like the past week, it's crazy. Anyways, so she's getting it. She deserves it. I know I broke my rule for it. And when I did that post today, I wasn't planning on giving it to her. I was actually going to see who in the top 20 commented and then probably give it to them. And then she deserves it. So she's getting it. And it's that simple. And there you have it. Woo! Oh my gosh. We need like a timeout break. We need like puppies. We need a puppy. Okay. I cannot believe I just did that live. How embarrassing is that? Okay, moving on. Amy, I love you. You mean so much to me. You've helped me so much. And when I've had people bully me in other groups and you've got on the phone and talked to me while I cried my eyes out, like you've been my rock. Oh, she's crying. She's messaging me with a oh. Okay, and that's why you didn't know who was going to win it, by the way, because you were going to win it. Okay, and I love, like I said, and I feel this way about all of my mods, right? They're all really, really special people to me, and I'm very, very blessed. Okay, moving on. Amy needs tissues. I need tissues. We're moving on. Okay, all right. Woo. All right, I told you guys this was going to go long. What was next on my agenda? 11,100. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do that. Oh, my wings still look good. Okay, good. Boo. All right. I'm a very honest person. Sometimes it gets me into trouble, but I am a very honest person. I try to be. Okay. All right. I'm so jealous, by the way. I want a signed book so bad from her. Even though that's my pathetic bookshelf. Okay. Oh, you're tearing up too, Jody. We'll all cry. We need someone needs to bring the sangria. That's what I'm a huge sangria fan. That's what I need. Maybe I'll do that after this. Okay, moving on. All right, so the 1100. So let me tell you about the 1100, and then I'll tell you the authors. So we wanted to give. Okay, so when I did the whole featured author thing right a second ago, and oh, by the way, we're going to feature Jasmine Mass in our newsletter. We have a newsletter that's coming out. If you guys want the newsletter, you have to just subscribe. We won't share your emails. We're not going to spam you. You're just going to get the newsletter. It's in the announcements right now. I've actually cleaned up the announcements. I think there's only 6 or 7 posts in it. So go find the newsletter and sign up, and then you'll get the new newsletter. Okay. But there's going to be a featured section about the author in the newsletter, and there's going to be some other stuff. I'll talk about that at the end. I've got to get to 1100. Okay. All right. So we wanted to, Katie, make it a vodka. I like vodka too. And orange juice. Okay. Or pineapple juice. That's probably pretty good too, right? Oh, maybe I'm thinking mimosas. But I still like vodka. Okay, moving on. So what we wanted, so with the featured author, right? It's a book I've read. It's a book I love, right? So every time I get on the video, right? So you know this is something that I'm fully behind, right? And no one's ever paid me, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this, but other Facebook groups, they sell slots to authors to come and do a take. There's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely fine, but they do a takeover, or they sell, post slots, because they do the post approvals and stuff. And that's, nothing wrong with it, but I don't do that at all. I don't, like I said, I haven't made a single penny. I don't sell anything in the group. I want the group to be the voices of the members. That's really important to me. And it doesn't look promotional or ad-like. It's just all of us talking about what we love. Okay. So anyways, but I felt bad that every month I was always praising an author that I've read and that I loved. Well, I don't feel bad about doing that, but I feel bad about all the other authors. There's so many other authors in the group, and they want a chance to get, something said about them on the live. And, and I just can't read every book. It's impossible, right? I have a full-time job. Some people think I don't have I have a full-time job, So anyways, so I thought, okay, let's do the 1100. So what that means is, I have a sign up, and any author can sign up in the group. Doesn't matter, any author at all. And I just go in order, and I do 5 at a time. And I picked the next 5. And the ladies that I picked today, literally I messaged them this morning. I'm like, I'm so sorry, this is last minute, but I'm gonna do the live at 2 p.m. Do you still wanna donate your book? And of course everyone's like, yes. So anyways, and they each donate an ebook. Okay, so it's a bundle of 5 ebooks. And then what we do is we give it to 11 people. So the 11,100 used to be the 11th most active member to the 100th most active member. It no longer is. It's 11 prizes between most active 1 and 100, okay? But we give away 5 of the prizes on the live. And each of those 5 pick a number between 1 and 100. And that's how we get the most active members in there, between the 1 and 100. And then we have an extra one. So I think we're just gonna pick an extra one on the live. Or maybe we'll do it, we'll do it next week. Okay, next week we'll pick one person from the live to be a part of the 11,100. There you go, problem solved. So 5 people are gonna be selected. You're gonna get a bundle of 5 ebooks, but your author's gonna send them to you separately, okay? Because I can't organize an actual bundle, it sounds pretty. It's a bundle of 5 ebooks, but the author just works with you individually to get it to you, okay? And then those 5 people are gonna give me a number between 1 and 100. I'm gonna announce that right now, and I'm gonna tell you I've got my sheet up. Facebook tells me the top 100 most active people, and I'm gonna pick those numbers, and we'll see everyone who won the 100. Now, what's new this time is I asked the authors to email me a blurb about their books. So I'm going to say the author's name, and hopefully sometimes authors, it's their profile name and not their like author name. So hopefully I do that right, but I'm going to say the author's name and I'm going to read out loud. It's a just real short blurb. I told them, I'm like, it can't be your typical blurb. I can't go on live reading 3 paragraphs for 5 authors, but just a few sentences and you guys can hear what it's about. And I haven't read them myself, but they're in the group and they wanted you guys to hear about their books and give them a shot if you want. And so that's what this is about right now. Okay, so, oh, Jamie, okay, I'm so sorry that I was going on so long, you guys. And maybe I'll do a post in the group and see what you guys think, like a poll. Maybe we just separate these groups out. But the thing is, like, the featured author and the big prizes draw in people to hear about the 11,100, so it's important to package them together for that reason, because now you still have people on that wanted to know about the paperback. They still want to know about the paperback, and now they're hearing about the 5 authors, so it is important to package them together. Maybe I just need to find a way to not talk so much or cry. Not talk so much or cry. I don't know. Maybe one of those would work. Okay. Yes, thank you, Amy. And the one thing, okay. As a general rule, whenever you get anything free, okay, the one thing we ask is if you like it, please drop a post in the group, because your one post will at least have a post reach at least of 300 people in this large of a group, at least. A lot of posts that get dropped are 1.5K in our group. Some posts go up to 26,000. I think Nicole, who's on, she has a huge post reach, and Katie Freeman too, the 2 of them. Those contribution points all come from the post reaches, okay? So people who have a lot of contribution points, their posts have gone really far, okay? But the fact of the matter is, just one post in the group, if you liked it, will be on 300 people's feed. That's a lot for an indie author. Like, especially a lot of these authors that are new and they're green. They only have 5 ratings, like 5 people. Only 5 people have tried their book, and they just want to get, like, I remember Kennedy Sutton did this whole thing about wanting pre-orders, and she was blown away when she hit, like, I think 40 pre-orders or something. She's like, oh my gosh, 40 people pre-ordered my book, So, every bit helps, right? So all we ask is do an honest, if you like it, feel free to post about it in the group. And also rate it on Amazon, drop a review on Amazon, just do what you can to help, because they thrive off of reviews. It's crucial for the author's livelihood as an author. Okay, stepping down from this is how I talk too much, stepping down from my thingy. Okay, all right. Hi, Sandy. Okay, all right, so let me tell you about these authors. So they sent it to me in an email. Give me a second, I have to pull the email up and read it. Okay, so, oh, shnikes, I just shut it. Of course I did. All right, okay. So the first author that is donating, I'm gonna have to read it like this. I have 2 huge monitors because I'm a software programmer. No, I don't like the whole side look. It's like, well, I guess that's better. Took my hair. Okay, it's not bad. All right, I can read like that. All right, Victoria Clapton is donating her book. She actually gave me two choices. I'm gonna go with the book called The Binding because we're getting to spooky season. And it is an urban fantasy romantasy set in New Orleans based on vampires, witches, fays, and ghosts. Fae and ghosts. So that is, I told her keep it really short. That's what since she did it so short, let me just say her second book. Okay. So the bundle is going to be The Binding, and it's in New Orleans, and it's got witches and vampires. That's Victoria Clapton. Okay. Her second book, she said, is Lurid Lantern. It's a dark romantasy, fantasy trilogy where the badass FMC must uncover who she is to save the realm of Subaru. Imagine it's not a car. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Forgive me, Victoria. I'm not calling your realm a car. Okay, so the first book from Victoria Clapton is The Binding, New Orleans, Fae, witches, Halloween, right? That's what we're thinking. The second one is Lurid Lantern, and it's a dark romantasy, badass FMC, not located in the realm of a car. Got it. Okay, I love you, Victoria. Okay, moving on. She's gonna be like, oh my God, I'll never live that down now. All right, so yay, Katie's done Binding. And by the way, Victoria has the sweetest Southern accent. She did the author spotlight. I'm gonna make, I've been working on the guides, a lot on the guides. I'll make a separate guide for all the author spotlights, and you guys can go in there and see them and see their interviews. Like, so she did a 5-minute one-on-one with me where she talked about her books, and she has this like Southern accent. It's really, I didn't do it justice, but it's so sweet. She's such a sweetie. Okay, so that is Victoria Clapton. All right, Sonia Hartle. Sonia Hartle. Do you guys know who she is? She is the one. She's the one. We'll never forget this. To the on her live, that she said that she likes reading and writing one-handed books. That you just hold it with one hand. She likes steam. I about died when she said that. One-handed reading. Oh, it was so funny. Bye, Jamie. Love you, girl. I'll post this in an announcement so you can pick it up if you wanted to watch any more of it. And also, I'll put it on the YouTube channel. Okay, we have a YouTube channel. Okay, so Sonia Hartle. I love her. She's great. We were all blown away in that when she said that live. I was like, oh my God, here I am repeating it. So she's great. She loves steam. She loves writing steam. Okay, so hers is the Descendant of Aries. I don't know if that's the actual name of the book, Descendant of Aries. Can someone check on that and let me know? But what the blurb she sent me, because I don't, Sonia, if you're watching, I don't have my messenger up. So I'm just going straight off the email. So hers was Descendant of Aries. Thora Chase thought she'd left Zodiac Cove behind for good after having her heart broken 7 years before by a man-whoring Libra. I haven't read this, by the way. I'm like reading it as I'm talking. Or as I'm reading, like I'm talking as I read it for the first time. Okay, so wow, her heart was broken 7 years before by a man-whoring Libra. Okay, but when she lost her job on the mainland, she returned to regroup and figured out her next steps. What she didn't count on was triggering an earthquake that released an ancient curse on the residents of the celestial island she once called home. Okay. That's her blurb for Sonia Hartle. Okay, girl. All right, moving on. My next person is Jamie Kathleen. And she, actually, it's from Jamie Kathleen, but that's not actually her, what is her actual, shnikes? Sorry if I said your name, I'm not supposed to, by the way. Going off of, she is Jamie Christie. I'm not perfect, people. Jamie Christie. All right, that's the next one, that author. Now her blurb she sent me is, okay, the name of the book is Life is Precious, Book 1. Life is Precious, Book 1. So we're going to put a post in the announcements with the winners, and it's going to have the 5 books. Okay. So if I mess this up, you will be able to see it in the post in the announcements. Okay. It was just, whew. All right. Okay. So infertility. Okay. Again, I haven't read this before. This might just be fun to see how I mess it up. Infertility devastated the world. Oh, infertility devastated the world. Sounds like Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale, not Handmaid's Tale. Oh my God, where's my sangria? Someone send me a sangria. Okay, infertility devastated the world. To ensure the next generation, they created the selection to ensure the next generation. Adria is entered into the selection and paired with Noah. Her father objects to the relationship because he's always wanted her with Brad. Who's Brad? This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun with this. It's like drama. Oh my God, the next sentence. As drama unfolds. I love it. That's so great. Oh my God, what are the chances? I'm like, it's like drama. And the next sentence, as drama unfolds. As drama unfolds, they learn that something larger is at play. Will they figure it out in time? Or will someone close to them pay the ultimate price? I'm sorry, I'm being so melodramatic. I'm just having so much fun. I actually was a musical theater major, FYI, so that might be coming out. So so far they're all sounding really good. I'm excited. This is good. So this is Adria and the boys who loved her. So maybe it isn't a white shoes. Life is Precious, book 1. And the author again is Jamie Christie. CHRISTIE. Sorry, I don't have everything memorized. I'm sorry. Okay, so bye. Bye, thanks for coming. This will be posted in the announcements. You can always pick it up later. I know it's going on forever. Life is life. Hubby's busy coaching soccer, so I don't have like any like pressing, so it's just fun. Okay, all right, next one is Victoria, Jamie, area. Okay. She sent me, it's a little bit, let me see if that's, it's a little bit long. And her name is, sorry, I'm trying to find it. It's okay. It is Aria Mossy, Mossi, Aria Aria. What a pretty name, Mossy. Okay, so she did say, oh no, she did. Oh, guys, she trimmed it down for me. Oh my gosh, I wish I could like, there's no way I could show you. There is a way I can show you. Okay, hold on. All right, let me do this. Okay. No, I can't because I'll lose my screen. Damn it. Oh, dang it. Sorry, I didn't say damn it. Anyways, it looks like it's this big, the blurb. Okay, it looks like it's this big. So I was like, I don't know if I can, I can't do that. However, this much of it is in blue. The rest of it is in red. The red is the triggers. That's the blurb. That's the triggers. Well, I have 3 screens. I do. I just have my phone set up on a thingy and I can't move around easily. I have 2 Microsoft Surfaces. Next time I'll just bring the Surface. Okay, so here it is. The Warrior Queen by Aria Mossy, where the triggers are longer than the blurb. Okay, so tropes. It's called The Warrior Queen, tropes. Alien romance. Okay, so this is just tropes. It's actually not a blurb. Oh wait, no, it is a blurb. Oh my gosh, I'm confused. All right, it's alien romance, enemies to lovers, touch her and you die, fated mates, rejected mates, forced proximity, high angst romance, discovering hidden powers, empowering female, stalker romance, fantasy, LGBTQ fantasy characters. Okay, here's the blurb. And some of the triggers, I'm just gonna say 1 or 2. Okay, there is off-page non-consent. There's enslaved species, PTSD. Yes. Okay. All right, I don't know what else to, it's hard to, violence against women, gender inequality. Oof. Okay, so, okay, it is too long though. I can't go off of the whole thing. Let me give you just a little bit. So Gianna Romano is known as the African Italian American fashion icon. Despite her well-crafted appearance, she is a woman with no racial identity and dysfunctional family and the victim of a horrific non-consent. I can't say the other word. It's a bad word on wherever we are right now, whatever platform I'm on. As if life is trying to mock her, alien slavers take her from Earth and sell her to the highest bidder. Okay, she gets captured by aliens and sold into slavery. To add insult to mockery, she is saved by a man who is the alien version of her controlling father. Mistaking her feelings for fear and hate, she does what she knows best. She runs. Unfortunately, to his species, running is the worst offense. Well, okay then. All right, so that's our fifth one. All right, so here we go. We're going to announce the winners. 5 winners. And I'm sorry if you're not here anymore because it's gone so long. But here we are. Here's the 5 winners. And if you're not here, then we'll figure something out. Amy, are you still with me? Katie, are you still with me? I know it's kind of all stopped. Oh, what's the title again? It's called Warrior Queen by Aria Masi. Okay, cool. All right, thanks. Wow. All right, so number 1, I'm going to get through these fast. I'm sorry. All right, we've got D. Panisser. D. Panisser. Yay! So I'm just going to say the 5 names, and you guys give me a number, and then we'll go from there. And maybe we'll do thank you, ma'am, on the next video. What do you guys think? I hate to do that, especially if Marina Simcoe is watching because she's doing the thank you, ma'am. That kills me, Marina. I didn't mean for it to go so long. Okay, so D. Panisser, I can't say her last name, but she's in the UK, won one of the 5 book bundles from the 1100. Grace Horman won another one. Yay, D's still on. Okay, D, I need a number through 1-100. Okay, and just tell, you can go ahead and put it, but if I don't see it, Katie, Amy, let me know because I'm going to get through these 5 and then I'll grab the numbers. Okay, Grace Horman is the second one. Sarah Bush is the third one. The fourth one is Ashley Dene. Woo woo, woo woo. Do, 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 do. And the 5th one is Brianna Dowling. Okay. Oh my gosh, D picked 69. Okay, let me tell you who 69 is. All right, so the 5 are D girl, I never know how to say your name. Panisser, Grace Horman, Sarah Bush, Ashley Dene, Brianna Dowling, and oh, we got the ebook winner. What was that one for? I feel like I've missed it. There's an ebook winner for something. I don't remember. Oh, it's Jasmine Mass. Okay, and then the Jasmine Mass, okay, well, I'll get that in a second. So I need the five people and their numbers so I can tell you the other 5 people between the 1 and 100 who won. So that is, oh my gosh. I don't mind being on here so long. I just feel bad that you guys are. Okay, she picked 69. That is Michelle Downing, number 69, most active member. Yay, Michelle. All right, so D is the one who picked that. What number did Grace Horman come up with? Or anyone else who won? Grace Horman, Sarah Bush, Ashley Dene, Brianna Dowling. Sarah is number 29. Just saw it. Yay. Okay, so let me go look. 29. Larissa Martin. Yay, number 29. Awesome. That's awesome sauce. Okay, so that is Sarah Bush came up with that. Okay. Grace is, okay, hold on. Okay. D is 69. Grace is 77. And Brianna is 88. Okay, 77, 88. I gotta remember. Grace is 77. You guys correct me if I get it wrong. Grace is 77. Burr, 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 burr. And that is Shyla Coing Strong. Shyla Coing Strong. Okay, and that was that Grace? Is that Grace that did that? Yes. Okay, and Brianna is 88. Brianna is 88. Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting I gotta take pictures of my house for a home inspection. I keep forgetting. The guy keeps messaging me, Marina, send your pictures in your house. Okay, 88 is Lacey Modest. So, and that, who did 88? Brianna. Awesome. Okay. All right, so we got Grace, we got Sarah. Did Ashley give us somebody? Is she off? Leah Sutherland did 88. Did you win? I can get, we can, oh, is that the next one because Ashley left? That might be what happened. Is that what happened? Sorry, my guy is messaging me about the house. I'm guessing that's what happened. Okay, all right, we'll roll. I'm rolling. So Ashley didn't give a number. Okay, Leah did? Okay, I can work with that. So Leah said 88. No, Leah just told me 88. Okay, I see what happened there. Yes, I see what happened there. Sorry, I'm late to the party. Okay, so then who am I missing? I've got, I guess Ashley didn't say a number. That's what we're missing. Is that what we're missing? I've got Dee, Grace, Brianna, Lacey, Shyla, and Michelle Downing. So that's 6 books. So, okay. You know what we're going to do is we need a number from Ashley. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, I got an idea. No, I don't have an idea. Yes, I have an idea. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do, these are the 6 books from this live. 6 books. 6 winners from this live. And plus Ashley, which is 7. Then we'll do 4 winners on the next live. There we go. Solved, because we have 11 total. I can do math. Yay. Okay, so the 6 winners are Michelle Downing. She was number 69. Dee Panisser picked her. Shyla Coing Strong, number 77. Grace picked her. Lacey Modest is number 88. Brianna picked her. And then Ashley Donay is the last one for this video. Then we'll do 4 people on the next live next weekend. Whew. Okay, and that won't be as long as this because I don't have as much to say. I mean, I do have stuff to say. I've got to do thank you, man, though, because Marina shared it, right? That it was happening today. I have no idea if people are watching it from Marina's world, so I need to do it. So, and we're gonna do it. So there you go. Is that good? Is that good? We still have 30 people on. That's a decent number. Okay, let's do it. We're doing thank you, man. Sound good? Give me a nod. I wish. Okay, or Okay, go. All right, so yay! I'm glad it was fun. I also have to tell you the winner from Jasmine Mask too. So let me do the thank you, ma'am. When's the live time is the live next week? You guys know me. I just schedule it last minute. But while you're here, Stephanie, so the thank you, ma'am, is a way that we thank a member who just is a standout, right? And that member is someone who's positive, who just kind of goes above and beyond, and thank you, ma'am means Maud's appreciated member. That's what the ma'am's for. And I'm from the South, so I say thank you, ma'am. We say ma'am all the time. Matter of fact, my car broke down last night at a gas station, and I had 5 guys that were roofers. Like seriously, this is a book. 5 guys that are roofers that were in town from North Florida. And they all had beards, and they came over to help me. And I said, thank you so much. And they said, you're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, can you let me know when you get home? I want to make sure you get home okay, ma'am. Here's my number. And they made me text them when I got home to let them know I got home okay. Like, how sweet is that? Oh, yeah, you can also do wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Yep, that works as well. Okay, all right, so the thank you, ma'am, is a way to reward the most, not the most active member, someone that we love so much, right, in the group, someone who's great in the group. And this time, it's a book box. It's a book box we do every month. And every quarter, Midnight Tales does it, which will probably be the next one, I'm thinking. Because it was them, and then it was Kel Carpenter, and then it was Jennifer Gray, right? Them, Kel Carpenter, Jennifer Gray. It might have been this one, and oopsie daisy, maybe it'll be next one. I probably should have contacted them. But Marina Simcoe from Serpent's Touch, you guys, this book is great. It's got a really great cover. She makes her own covers. It's like hot. I wish I could like put it up like you do on the TikTok, like, hey, here's the cover. It's good though. She is giving a book box of Serpent's Touch signed with some swag for this, and to the thank you, ma'am. And I won't keep you guys on forever about Serpent's Touch like in Psycho Shifters, but I really do like Serpent's Touch. I read it. I did a bulletproof rec on it in the group. If you guys remember, it's been a while. But it's basically about this FMC that's like in a circus kind of situation, and she's a bit of a mystery, and there's like a box, and there's something in the box. Oh my gosh, I've got the, oh no. Have you guys seen the movie Seven? I hate that line. You know what I'm talking about? My husband does it to me all the time. What's in the box? I hate it. 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 Because my trigger is sadistic torture. That's the one stuff I won't read. Okay. So, anyway, so she's there and she's thinking, you know, yeah, I know, I didn't mean to like put that together with Marina's book, because that doesn't happen in her book. She doesn't happen in her book, okay? It's just, there's like this, yes, what's in the box? No! Seven is amazing. It is amazing. This is different, okay? So the Serpent's Touch is a sweet friends to lovers, okay? It's sweet friends to lovers. She writes sweeter love, but it's really good because this creature, right, is like in this, a big box, okay, not a little box, a big box. And she doesn't really know what he is or whatever, but they become friends and they start talking through the box. And later on we find out, and it is the only book that I've read that is sort of a Medusa retelling. So he has like snakes. It's really cool. It is a really cool. I really liked it. I really did like it. She actually, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna turn you like this, because I'm not gonna walk in front of the camera when I get up. Hello, turning you. Okay, you're turned. All right, stay right there. Stay right there. I just realized. Okay, here we go. I'm turning you back. I have so much fun. Okay, you guys ready? I just realized I have it. So here he is. There's your dude. It's kind of shiny. Marina Simcoe. She sent this to me after I did my review in the group. Well, I have like, I don't have the nicest shorts on, you know what I mean? Because you do the videos and you're like, okay, I want to make sure I have a nice shirt on. And like, I don't want to stand up in front of the camera with my shorts on, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, moving on. So anyways, this is the cover. She designed it, okay? And it's the Medusa, right? It is a really good book. I really loved it. Amy read it too. She's into it. Oh, look. Cool little thing there too. She signed it for me. This was so sweet of her that she did that. I'm pretty sure she signed it for me. Maybe she didn't sign it for me. I don't know. I don't see it. But it doesn't matter. Anyways, she sent that to me. You know why that happens sometimes with authors? It's because they send it from somewhere else, and that's why they don't actually get to, like, they don't have it in stock. They send it off of Amazon to you. Sometimes that happens that way. It's really weird. I thought she did. Anyways, so yeah, so this is, oh, she did. Okay. I was like, okay, that's it. Cause it has happened before. And I'm like, okay, my heart doesn't, it's whatever. But look, she did. She's probably watching this like, Rebecca, I did sign it for you. Why would you say that? I said it and I didn't sign it. So, to Rebecca, can you read it? Thank you for your support. Marina Simcoe. Yay! So here I'm saying, no, I never get signed books from authors. And I just showed you, okay, I have a signed book from an author. It doesn't happen often, believe it or not. I talk to authors all the time, and I don't get signed books. So that was cool. So anyways, okay, awesome. So that is that. And the thank you, ma'am winner, as if you didn't already know. Yeah, and Katie, Amy, you guys just need because you've done it, right? You've done your thing. You can fly. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. That's like from Peter Pan and Magic Kingdom. Right? Wow, my eyes are like super hazel right now with that light. It's crazy. I'm just like, okay. All right, moving on. So Okay, so we have a thank you ma'am winner. So the thank you ma'am winner is Stephanie Joy Hudson. You knew it when I said that. You knew it. I was like, I'll stay on. We just really appreciate you, Stephanie. Like, you're great in the group. You're active. You're friendly. You know, but you've reached out a couple times, you know, because of different things that you've been in a nice way. You've never, you know, you've reached out a couple times to let me know about different stuff. And I just really appreciate it. Like, I just really, because I can tell that you love the group, and we're just lucky to have you. So I wanted to thank you. Yay! Okay. All right. And now we have one more winner for the free ebook for Psycho Shifters. Right, guys, keep me on track here. That's what, I know we're so far off track. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm Stephanie Hudson. She does this, by the way. She just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. So, all right, which is good. We love Stephanie Hudson. All right, so the final one, okay, she, that they sent me, okay, that wins the book, the Jasmine Mass Psycho Shifters ebook from this live today. Guys, this is crazy cakes right now, is Suleika Santana. Suleika Santana. I like it. Suleika Santana. Do, 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 do. La, da, 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 da. One of these days I'll sing for you guys. Not today. Not today. Okay, all right, so that is all of our prizes, all of our winners. You can peace out if you want to. I will answer. Sorry, my hair is just like, it's Florida, so it gets all humid and it just makes me feel like blah. I'm gonna answer some questions, talk about some things. And I know this is going on forever. If you have to go anyways, you know, whatever, I'll post it in the group. You can always come back, you know, an hour and a half into the video and pick up if you want to hear like what's happening. It'll be there. It'll also be on YouTube. And then next weekend, I'm going to do a live. Oh, wait, no, you can't go yet. You can't go yet. You can't go yet. The big announcement. I'm going to have to do another video about this. Is we are going to give the final signed paperback to, wait a minute. Was that an ebook or a paperback that I was supposed to give out just now? I am so confused. Katie, Amy, when I just announced Suleika, no, it says Suleika Santana ebook winner. Okay. So who got the signed paperbacks from Jasmine Mass? Right, someone help me out here. Amy Reynolds did. No, they wrote ebook. Suleika Santana ebook winner. So that's got to be the ebook winner for the live for Jasmine Mass. Does anyone know? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so confused. I know one person's going to get signed from the live today. It was just Amy for the sign. We're still picking someone for comments for the signed paperback. Yes? Okay. All right. Okay. So I have Suleika Santana as an ebook winner from Amy. It's going to be Psycho Shifters. And if somehow we've screwed that up, then I will figure out from the live next week, because we're doing other Psycho Shifters ebooks next week, we said. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, it's crazy. I'm incredibly confused right now. Okay. All right. That's what we're doing. Okay. That is what we're doing. Suleika, Katie, I don't know your message. Suleika is an ebook winner for what? Psycho Shifters? I think so. From this chat today. Okay, we're moving on. I gotta move on. I gotta move on. This is too confusing. Okay, we're gonna go through the comments. We're gonna pick out someone for the signed paperback. Okay, done. All right. Next week, we have one more sign, because I get 3 signed paperbacks. So Amy Reynolds got one. The next one is gonna be from someone on this comment trail. We'll look at it after the live. We can't do it now. It's too much. Next week, throw fruit and tell them it's candy. Next weekend, we're going to do a winner for content. Okay, so what that means is people, and I'll have to do a post in the group because I don't know who's seeing this now, right? But people who do content outside of Facebook tagging. I have a handle for TikTok and I have a handle for Instagram, FanGrrrl Romance Rex. So it's the same name as the group. That's FANG, 3 R's, because it's a growl, Romance Rex, okay? So there's 1.2 thousand comments. Okay. I think I might need the whole mod team to help me with that. Okay then. So people who create content to tell about our group. We're trying to get the word out about our group as well as the sister group. Okay. So we have the new sister group and also Author's Corner. So people who do content on Flip Flop, on Insta, and tag FanGrrrl Romance Rex. I have an account over on Flip Flop and on, I should have said Vista. Tag me and mention me so that way I see it. Then we're going to pick the one person who does good content and helps. And we can tell these things because we have, when people come over to join the group, they tell us where they heard it from, and I have multiple choice now. And they can pick Flip Flop or Vista as where they heard from us. Okay, so we can tell, like, if we get a bunch of people. So you need to mention us, not just tag, mention us. So that's like the little @ symbol and the handles. So FanGrrrl Romance Rex is on TikTok, Flip Flop, and on Vista. Okay, that's outside of this platform. You could also, we have the Facebook page FanGrrrl Romance Rex. It's a page. So there's 3 groups. There's FanGrrrl Romance Rex page, and then there's the FanGrrrl Romance Rex on Flip Flop and on Vista. So you could actually go to the FanGrrrl Romance Rex page if you're just on Facebook, and you could share that, and you could write a post about it, if you want to, and then there's other ways of sharing social media. But the point is, we're just trying to get the word out about the groups to get the word out about the groups. Okay. Yeah, that's what Flip Flop means. Okay. So we have a new group. Let me tell you about that. So that's it. Okay. And I'm going to now start talking about the new group and the newsletter and just stuff, any questions you guys have. So that's it for all the prizes. That's it for all the books and all the authors. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jasmine Mass. Thank you, the 11100 authors, all 5 of them: Sonia Hartle, Victoria Clapton, Aria Mossy, Jamie, Christy. Oh, one I left off. I didn't tell you about 5 because they didn't send me their blurb. I'm looking. No, they didn't. I didn't get their blurb in time. That's a bummer. I can tell you the name though, and I can tell you the book, but I can't tell you the blurb. I'll tell you the name real quick. And it's not their fault because I just asked this morning, so it's not their fault. I don't have the name of the book, but it's Lynn Seeley. Lynn Seeley is the 5th author. So, and maybe I'll put the blurbs on the post too, but bummer, because that was cool with the blurbs. Squirrel. Yep, that's true. Okay. All right. So that's that. So if you need to go, Amy, Katie, I'm sure you got to get back to your families. Katie's in the middle of wedding plans. She's getting married. Her dress is beautiful too, by the way. So gorgeous. And Amy has, everyone's busy, so thank you so much for spending so much time with me. So you're going to PM me too, by the way, Lauren. Okay. Oh, speaking of PMs, so Katie Conquest and Amy Reynolds, if they're questions about the group, they're your first they're my first line of defense, my first point of contact. Okay, and so you reach to them first. If they can't figure it out, then they reach out to me, only because I have 5 million chats. It's not that I don't want to talk to people. I love talking to people. Obviously, look at me talking this long. I love talking to people. And if you have reached out to me before, like Lauren, you'll get a voice text from me usually. I'm like, hi, just who I am. But it's just let me tell you what's going to happen when I get off this live. I'll probably have 50 messages. from different people, not 50 different people. It's going to be crazy. Okay. It's just insane. Oh, thank you. I try really hard. Okay. I really try hard to message back. But anyways, if you can, like, if it's something that you can, cause they know, Katie and Amy know the drill. They are trained. So, if they can help you, that's great. It just, but if you need to talk to me directly, that's fine. You can always reach out to me. It just helps me if you go to them first. Not that I don't want to talk to you, just that I have so much. So thank you. Okay. Okay. No, Amy's in, Rhode Island and, Katie's in the UK. Okay. All right. So we have a new group. All right. Do you remember the poll? All right. Do you remember the poll? I'm just going to keep talking. You got to go. You got to go. I'm having party time. Like, I wish I had a sangria. The poll in the group where I was like, do I, add dark romance to our genres? Okay. So the reason why I did that, so you guys get the inside stuff that you're on the live, right? Cause I could talk to you about it. The reason why I do that is because, or why I asked that is because we have been tweaking our name. Only every 28 days you can change your name on Facebook. Okay. And once you change it, it actually messes with the algorithm. So I don't know if you've noticed, but the group has slowed down in growth. And that's because, we changed the name and we screwed up the algorithm. That's one of the reasons, right? Another reason is, FanGrrl Romance Rex, people may not understand what that means. We know what it means, right? We all know in the group that it means with the growl, like we're just fangirling. Like it's not meant to be gender. It's meant to be that you're just excited about a book or an author. It just really represents who we are, right? Because we all just go gaga on books and we make jokes all the time, like, oh, fangirling that this author, oh my gosh, fangirling, So, and then the growl is supposed to be for the alpha males, okay? So anyways, so we changed the name, but then it affected the algorithm. And so then I was trying to figure out, like, how do we make this work? Is it the parentheses? Do I need to do certain genres? Does the emojis hurt it? So we've kept the name FanGrrrl Romance Rex, but we've been tweaking everything else to see, is Facebook not pushing us out? Do people not know what it is? Like, what is the deal, right? And really, we're a big group and we still are growing. I mean, we get, we always get at least 20, 30 member requests a day. We were just getting like 80 to 150 a day, before we changed the name. And it was like that for a year and a half, so we were just like, you guys saw my new member welcome posts all the time and the growth posts and all that. It's just like, oh my gosh, we're just like huge. So, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's just slower growth, and that's fine. We're already like a massive group, and we care more about the quality than the quantity. But if there's something that I can do to fix the name, to keep it going, then it's my job as the admin to do it. It's my job to look into that and try to figure out, well, what's going on, right? Because like we can see in the charts, like it was, 180 member requests. We changed the name and it went down to like 40. Like we can see, in the data that we changed it and it was that quick of a change. So something happened, right? But the opposite side of that is the activity in the group has gone off the charts. Since we changed the name to FanGrrrl, the members love it. Now, not everybody loves it. Not everyone's going to love anything. Some women don't care for it. They feel like it's too female sounding. Some men don't care for it, whatever, not everyone's going to love it. But for the most part, most everyone loves it. And the activity is off the charts. And I love it. I just feel like it really represents what we are. I just love it. So anyway, it was time for me to get to the 28 days and for me to say, well, what can we do next? Do we want to keep tweaking? Do we just want to stick on the name for 6 months, see if the algo figures it out? What do we want to do? In some ways, they're treating us like a brand new group again. Okay. And so that's when I did the post to say, we've always considered dark romance. Do we want to add that into the group umbrella and make that as part of the genre? And we had some really good feedback on that post. Things that were said, I have considered, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't done it before. And so ultimately what I decided to do is let's create a separate group for that. And we can still call it FanGrrrl Romance Rex because we're doing the genres in the parentheses. That's what the beauty is about it. Okay. So I went ahead and created a new group. Now, I rolled it out really quickly last weekend. And I probably should have taken an extra beat before I did it because I initially rolled it out as a dark romance group. And that's not really what I wanted to do. And so I had the original name, FanGrrrl Romance Rex All Dark Romance. That was the original name, okay? All Dark Romance and White Shoes, okay? It doesn't mean all the books are white shoes. It just means that we also have white shoes. It's just letting people know that we're white shoes friendly, okay? So pretty much right after I made the name, I realized that's not really what we're trying to do. Like, it's not going to just be dark books, okay? You know, just like with, like a lot of Facebook groups are just paranormal romance, right? Or they're just urban fantasy, or they're just romance fantasy, right? And there's a lot of Facebook groups that are just dark romance. We want it to be a bigger umbrella than that. So I renamed it After Dark. That's meant for steam. Some people are thinking it means dark. So it says FanGrrrl Romance Rex. It's got a little black heart instead of the red kiss, which, by the way, initially was the red kiss. And then in my notifications, I was like, which group is which? I need a different emoji. And that's where the black heart was born, okay? So FanGrrrl Black Heart, Romance Rex, and then After Dark with a little fire emoji. And it's supposed to, like, the spin on that is the After Dark is like, round chicken, round, and then it's supposed to make you feel like it's an after party, you know, like this is the after party, it's after dark, this is where we go to go have our you know, like just our fun, you know. The main group's fun too, right? But it's just it's like a different spin. And so what I wanted to was yeah, come join the after party, come, you know, come join the dark side, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. So I renamed it Edgy Contemporary Romance. Okay, so what it is specifically, and the OG, we're called the OG now, original group, FanGrrrl Romance Rex with a Kiss, the one that we're all in, that I'm in right now. That's for fantasy, paranormal romance, and UFs. So urban fantasy, romantasy, paranormal romance. It's really any books that are supernatural, paranormal, fantasy elements, and romance. Okay, so that's lots of stuff. That's even dark romance, right? That's dark romance. It's even rock star romance if there's supernatural elements. It's non-humans. Okay, humans can be in it, but it's non-humans. The new group, oh, thank you, Amy. Yes, come join the party. Yeah. The new group is humans, okay? Now, we get a lot of books recommended in the fantasy group that are contemporary romance. Contemporary romance, the definition of that, what that means is romance that's modern times that takes place after World War II. That's like the official definition. And it's also humans, okay? It's not supernatural, paranormal, whatever, right? And so we were getting a lot of books recommended in the OG group, like Haunting Adeline, you know? How about the Puckin' Around? That's one. Poison Roses. You know, we get a lot of books that are recommended. Pen Pal. Actually, Pen Pal is supernatural, but it is. Anyways, you know, so we get a lot of stuff recommended in the OG group that is not under our group umbrella, that is just humans, okay? And so we thought for this group, we wanted it to be a place where those recs could fall, and it would be edgy. So I named it Edgy Contemporary Romance and Why Choose. And what edgy means, and I'm making a whole pun on the fact like edging, because it's spicy, but it's not edging, but it's kind of fun to have that pun. What it means is it's just not your typical romance. It's not your sweet Nora Roberts, James Patterson, Nicholas Sparks. That's not what this is, you know. The readers that read those kinds of books, which they're great. I love The Notebook, and, you know, I actually really like some of Nora Roberts' books too. Like I love some of that stuff. But the people that read that kind of stuff, if they came over to the new group and they picked up Den of Vipers, they would kind of have a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like they would be like my mom would probably be shocked from Den of Vipers. She reads lots of Nora Roberts, you know? So it's edgier stuff. It's not your traditional romance. It's not your sweet romance. It's stuff that's just a little bit, yeah. It's stuff that, you know, it does have dark, okay? And actually when you go to Amazon and you click on bestsellers and you look at all the categories, you go to romance, and then you can see all the categories. There's fantasy, there's paranormal romance. There's something called gothic. Really, it's what fits in the gothic. But I didn't want to call it gothic because now that makes it look like it's all really dark and grungy and whatever, but that's there too, okay? So it's basically humans, but in edgy romance, there's some kind of it factor that draws the fantasy people in. It's the kind of, because I hear a lot of time in the group that people won't read contemporary romance because it's boring. It's just humans, it's boring. you know? So, but that's not true. There is a lot of like mafia romance that's super edgy. You've got the alpha males. Like if you love paranormal romance with lots of alpha males that burn the world down, there is tons of that in mafia romance. You know, tons of it. It's also in billionaire romance, also in rock star romance. I love Poison Roses by Tate James. Love it. And Jay and Eve. I think it's great. And they both have written supernatural stuff, and it's an RH. Why choose? You know, but it's edgy, and it doesn't have any what I would consider dark elements in it. You know, we all think of things differently for dark. You know, I think dark is dubcon, it's non-con, it's torture, and it's blood play. Like in my brain, that's a dark book that has those things. You know, Den of Vipers has those things. You know. Not really the non-con though. I don't think it has a non-con. I think it's dubcon. But, you know, that's in my head what dark is. So this group is not just that stuff. It's anything, you know, Poison Roses does not have non-con. It does not have dubcon. It does not have blood play, and it does not have torture. But it is a rock star romance that's enemies to lovers, and it's got a mafia twist to it, and it is fantastic. And I consider it edgy. So that's why we named the group that name. Will it stay that way? I got no idea. I got no idea. I think it's really great right now. I don't think there's another group out there like it right now, to be honest with you. You know, there's a million dark groups out there, and all they do is the really heavy dark stuff. And like that stuff's welcome too, right? That's welcome in the group as well. But you know, this is a bigger umbrella than that. Now, what doesn't fall under the group umbrella is fantasy, supernatural, paranormal. That falls in the original group. Can you recommend it in the new group? Absolutely. Just like you can recommend contemporary romance in the original group. Okay. You just have to do a disclaimer. Okay. So the way to think about it is the fantasy group is non-humans. The new group is humans, but they're both edgy, right? They both have really cool elements in it that's different than your typical romance. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Yes. All right. Other thing to talk about is the newsletter. And let me see some of these. Ask her in 28 days if I change the name. It's an ongoing joke. Literally, I jump in chats and be like, okay, the 28 days is almost here. What are we doing? You know, and I have a good friend, a girlfriend that's an admin of a big group. She's got a Game of Thrones group of 200,000 people. And she's been messaging me and she's like, Rebecca, stop changing your name. And then she messaged me the day. She goes, Rebecca, do you realize how many announcements you have in your OG group? Rebecca, clean up your announcements in your OG group. She said, Rebecca, she said, you post too much. Stop posting so much. She's great. I love her, actually. Maybe one day I'll get to meet her. Anyways, so and you know what's funny too about her too as well? She won't tell me her age. I have no idea, and I haven't seen a picture of her. And so I've been joking with her. I'm like, you could be catfishing me, man. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what you look like. I don't know what you sound like. I haven't seen you on video. We're just chatting because we met. She's an admin in a big admin group. And so then you know, you get to trust someone for those reasons, right? She's all kind of all over Facebook and she does adminning kind of everywhere. But she said to me, she goes, I can't, she's been making jokes because she's Romanian. She's been making jokes that she's a vampire. And so she's like, I can't tell you my age. I'm immortal. I'm like, oh my God, this lady, she's so funny. So maybe one day, no, she's not my neighbor, but you never know. You never know, man. Anyway, so, all right. So, the newsletter. So we have a newsletter. So what's going to be in the newsletter? The newsletter is going to have, oh my gosh, you guys, this is such a long video. The newsletter is going to have the featured author of the month, a little write-up on them. It's going to have a spotlight for the Love 100 authors and the winners. It's going to have group news. So, you know, like a little circle with like whatever's going on in the group that's new. Excuse me. It's going to have a shout out. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'd like to put in 3 posts from the group in the month. One on fantasy, one on paranormal romance, and one on urban fantasy. And so that way you can see 3 recs. You can get 3 recs out of it. Like these are 3 posts that did really well. And this is what they recommended. I just would have to get permission from the poster in order to use like their words, I think. That's the only thing I'm not entirely sure of. So, but I want to get like 3 good recs. And then it's also going to have it's going to have, yes, that's why you want to donate for 1100 because your name will be in the newsletter. Then it's going to have upcoming releases, which we hear all the time. That people want to know what's upcoming, what's next. So so we have 3 groups. Yes, we have FanGrrrl Romance Rex with the kissy face, and that is with the kiss lips, not face, kiss lips. And that's your urban fantasy, romantasy, and paranormal romance. Then we have FanGrrrl with the black heart, romance, Rex, after dark, fire emoji. It's like the after party. That's edgy contemporary romance and why choose. Then I've just changed the name of the group of the Authors Corner. You guys should join the Authors Corner. People think, oh, it's only authors. No, authors would love it if members joined in there because authors post in there all the time with their covers. They're trying to decide between 2 covers, between 2 blurbs. They have a plot issue. They're trying to figure out. One lady the other day posted in there. She was like, I'm having an issue. I need to have some alone time with my 2 characters, but the best friend's along. And I can't just kill off the best friend. Like, but I need the guest. I need the best friend to vamoose, so that way they're in another country, and she's like, you know, so I need. Apparently, the main character is hurt or something, and she can't fly, and she needs the best friend to vamoose so that the 2 people can get together. And she's trying to figure out how to get the best friend to go. And I was like, she can't fly. Is that code word for she can't have sex? and then I was like, well, you know what I would do? Have the best friend get kidnapped, and then boom, she's launched into a spinoff. You know, like me, I love the drama. So no, it's not only for authors. They would love members to join. The point of the group is so authors can get support from authors. But there's a lot of time I get messages all the time that says, can I post my blurb in the main group and see what the members think of it? Can I post these 2 covers? I don't know which ones the members would like better. You know, I'm trying to see what's better for whatever trope, like what trope is popular, you know? And so they want to post in the main group, but we don't allow it because it's data mining. And because if we allow one author to do it, we've got thousands of authors, then we have to let them all do it. And then the group would turn into a Facebook ad and a promotion area, and it would not have the book bestie feel for unbiased Rex. It just wouldn't, you know? And so that's why we can't do it. Every now and then we allow a dating mining post, like a poll post, like someone did the other day, anonymously. Do you use KU? Like, what platform do you use? And we think, you know what, let's leave that because other authors can kind of take advantage of that. But most of that stuff we don't allow, but they can post all of that. Now they're not allowed to promote in there. They can't say my book's about to drop and do a promotion because it can't feel like a promotion either. But they can ask any questions about any issues they're having, with writing, copywriting, any of that stuff, trademarking. I just saw an author the other day on Amazon. Someone was putting up books with her name and she was trying to get the books taken off, and Amazon said, sorry, you don't own the trademark to your name. And so she couldn't get the books taken off of Amazon. all those kinds of things can be talked about in Author's Corner. So yeah, totally join it if you want to. It's a great place. So yeah, so we have three Facebook, and Katie Conquest mods in all 3. Yeah, Superwoman in all 3. Amy Reynolds is now modding in the Dark group and the OG group. Maria Tracy, I don't know if you guys remember her. She was one of the OG mods and helped me early days. And she has been a mod in over a year now. Took a break. She was here with me when this group got huge. And she got really excited about the Dark group because she's really into dark, edgy, contemporary romance. And so she's back and she's modding in that group, which is just awesome. It's so cool to have her there. Dawn Higgins is modding in the original group and the dark romance group. She's been on a little bit of a hiatus right now. She lost her husband recently. The group sent her flowers, by the way. I don't know if you saw that post, but so we did. And yeah, so, and really between the 3 groups, you're really kind of covered in the romance area, unless you want the sweet romance. If you want the sweet romance, which can be recommended as a palate cleanser, it can be recommended as a palate cleanser, but unless you're looking for that really sweet, traditional romance, the 2 groups have you covered. So, okay, I think that's all the announcements. We've got so you want to be on the newsletter. It's in the announcements right now in the OG group. We call it the OG group now. You can go sign up there. And I'm going to be moving the book repository. If you haven't signed up for that, that's where people put their recs in. I'm going to be moving that from our URF and PNR Gmail profile to our FanGrrrl Romance Recs profile soon. And we're just really working on trying to get our name. Oh, we're working on merchandise. I have bought the domains for FanGrrrl Romance Recs, all the different domains I possibly could. And we're going to have an online presence with merchandise. And I'm going to be doing the StreamYards again. I got to get those going. And I'm also, book group number 4 is for husband support. Wow. I'm working on the guides in both groups, cleaning all those up, working on the announcements in both groups, cleaning all those up. Everything we did in the OG group, we're going to be doing in the new group. The new group is at, let's see how big it is. It is 1.3K in exactly 1 week, which is amazing. 1.3K, couldn't believe it. Several authors let me post in their group. Stephanie Hudson did, to give a couple shout outs. Amelia Hutchins did. K.A. Knight. In the new group, we have amazing giveaways, guys. K.A. Knight is giving, let me just read it to you. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. The admin I told you about earlier, the Romanian admin, she's great. She might not be my friend after this, actually. Who knows? She sent me a message, stop touching your face. She's great. It's totally unfair. She can see my face and my voice. I don't know hers. It's totally unfair. K.A. Knight, listen, this is what she's giving away. This is crazy. She is giving away in the new group, this is Den of Vipers, okay? For the prizes, let's do 3 signed hardbacks of Den of Vipers and goodies, 1 signed paperback of Den of Vipers and goodies, 1 set of signed copies of Daddy's Angels and Step Brothers Darling paperbacks, 2 mystery K.A. Knight merch prizes, 1 prize of an ARC reader for a year, 1 signed hardback of Driver's Heart and goodies, and 1 signed Pretty Liars duets and swag. Is that okay? Yeah. That's okay. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So K.A. Knightley, I always say Knightley, it's Night. It's like a Keira Knightley's in my head. Den of Vipers. Then we have B. Page. B. Page is huge. If you look her up on Amazon, it actually blows my mind. I met her at Fan Fictions and Ball Gowns last year, and she's so like down to earth. And I had no idea she's as big as she is. If you look her up on Amazon, she has like huge ratings on her books, like 6,000-7,000 ratings on her books. But she's going to donate the mask and the Dancer in the Masks, which is DubCon, and it's darker. That's great. I read that. I love that. Then we have Ketley Allison. She's going to be donating Broken Beauty. That's the RH I just did in the fantasy group emoji review. I love that. I think it's great. It feels like, this is a great time of year to read it because it feels like the Sanderson sisters, like Hocus Pocus. But it's not, they're not in there. But it's like there's a main lady that really likes witchy stuff. She's into the witchy stuff and the crystals. And then there is, it's very taboo. It's a RH, and there's like 2 professors that are into her. It's very taboo, but it's great. It's really good. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Amy's reading it right now, actually. So that's happening. And then total HP vibes. HP vibes. Do you mean HA? Like Haunting Alley vibes? HP. Harry Potter? HP. Yeah, I really love Broken Beauty. It's great. Like I said, this is a great time of year to read it. I also recommend reading Haunted Adeline if you haven't, if you like the darker stuff. For this time of year, it's really good. It's like a spooky cliffside manor. There's a gunplay, though. Just FYI. And Hocus Pocus. Hello, Hocus Pocus. Yes, Sanderson sisters. Yeah, it does. It has Hocus Pocus vibes. And then the last one so far I've got signed up, and these are just the people I just contacted in a few days, and they're all said yes, is Gemma Weir, Obsession. I love Obsession. It's so great. Big alpha hole, though. Really delusional, this guy. Lots of DubCon. So she's donating that to the new group. So far 4 authors. So yeah, it's rocking and rolling. I'm sure there's something I haven't thought about. The gunplay, you downplayed that. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of, at least not right now. I'm not a huge fan of blood play or gunplay or any of that. I just kind of read it and get past it. It doesn't really do a lot for me. But, I like the alpha holes. I love a good alpha hole. I love Sebastian in Obsession. He's just delusional. He's great. I loved it. So, okay. All right. Do you guys have any questions? You're reading Obsession now, and he is an alpha hole. Yes, he is, Sandy. All right. Do you guys have any, we've gone on a really long time. Longest one yet. And you know what? I've got a, focus group. It's not a focus group. It's a publicity group. It's a group of moderators. And I'll ask them to see if they have any ideas how to make this shorter. If you guys have any ideas on how to make this shorter, I'm all ears. Yeah, Gemma Weir. Yeah, Gemma Weir is famous for her Mountain Man series. She's done really well with that series, and she was at Fan Fictions and Ball Guns too. So I met her as well. So that's pretty cool. So, anyways, okay. Oh my gosh. I need to go get a drink and see some puppies. We don't want it shorter. You guys are, honestly, we've had great attendance. I think the most was like 45 at one time, but that's people coming in and out. So probably tons of, I wonder what the post reach of this thing is. You want me to find out? Okay. I don't know if you know this, but I can go to any page. So join the After Dark if you haven't already, because you're going to find something that you like there. You just have to make sure to read the triggers, right? You have to be responsible about triggers, because some people are going to recommend some really dark stuff. Some people are going to recommend, Sandy did a recommendation for the Mountain Man series, which I don't really perceive as being super dark or really all that edgy at all. It's just very steamy, So you're going to get all kinds of recommendations in there. Okay. So let me look at, I can see, I don't know if someone put this in the announcements or not. No, they didn't. To be fair, they've done a lot on this chat, and they probably just didn't know. But 1.6K comments. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's me looking at it. I can see myself like live looking at the computer. That's crazy. Anyways, it's not telling me the post reach. Sometimes it's weird about that. I'll see what it is after. Okay. Anyways. All right, guys. Yes, send Amy Reynolds suggestions. Like, can we break this up into different videos? The thing is it is hard for me to get the time to come on here. But maybe it's hard for me to get the time to come on here because I'm on here so long. I don't know. But like, I spent all day preparing for this, since 8 o'clock this morning, all day. Yeah, I've been talking to Amy and Kitty all day long, on the chats, getting ready for it. So it's just a lot, and we just keep adding more prizes and more competitions and more giveaways. And I'm sure there'll be, we are adding, the content creator. That's the new one. So right now they're getting it from this with Jasmine Mass, but it'll be a whole separate giveaway every month. I can see myself on my computer off my vision. My hands are moving like crazy. I can see it. Okay. All right. I'm going. It was nice talking to you guys. Yay. I love them too. And for you guys that stayed on the whole time, you're amazing. Like awesome. Honestly, it does feel like girl time. It's nice. I really love it. So, okay. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, ma'am, Stephanie. I see you right now on there. All the Love 100 winners, all the amazing Love 100 authors, Jasmine Mass for responding. I have not reached out to, okay, I can tell this, there's only 18 people on here. I have not reached out to the Twisted Sisters yet. I did meet them back in February. I will eventually reach out to them and see if I can get them to do a giveaway. I will eventually, but right now I'm still a little bit nervous. I feel like I need to maybe just a little more time. We'll see. So, all right. Love you guys. Later, Gator. Have a good one. Bye. Oh my goodness gracious.